It's the Italian Grand Prix, and you're here with me, your host Lloyd. Video Game Yearbook presents a special episode of Race Predictions. It's the Italian Grand Prix. Who's going to win the Italian Grand Prix of 2021? Will it be the title leader, Max Verstappen? Where accidents happen, is Sir Lewis Hamilton going to finally achieve something that only a constructor has ever achieved? His 100th win in a Formula One car. These are some of the predictions that we will be making today. I'm your host, Lloyd McIntosh. Is Sir Lewis Hamilton going to get his 100th win this weekend at the Italian Grand Prix?
I think that Italy has been a historically strong track for Hamilton, and last year he was able to finish 7th despite facing a 10-second penalty during the race. With 5 wins at Monza in the past, Hamilton knows how to win here, and the crowd is usually receptive to him here, so it would be a great race track to see him secure his 100th win. He knows that Max is ahead of him in points, and that Monza has proven to be a challenging track for Max in the past, so this is a great opportunity for Hamilton to stack up some extra points in the championship, and regain the lead in the Drivers' Championship standings.
Basically, Hamilton doesn't seem like he's under pressure to win another race or another title this year. At the beginning of this year, you could see he wasn't very hungry or motivated. He has made a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes this year. He lost at least 18 points in Baku when he switched on his brake magic. He also at the time gave away a trade secret by telling everyone what brake magic was. Then he messed up in Hungary, and the whole team made a mistake. That was also his mistake by not coming in and changing his tires from intermediates to slicks. He blamed the team. The team said it was the right call. Later, the team came back and said that it wasn't the right call. Basically, he should have came in and changed to slick tires and made that decision himself. As a champion, Sir Hamilton should have been bold and changed to slicks. That was a timid moment from the Silver Arrows and the 7-time world champion. He put himself in a precarious situation in Hungary, so he should already have his 100th win. Even still, I think his main focus has been on next year and participating in a new era. I think he was focused on getting a new contract that would secure his drive into a new era of car regulations. Now Sir Hamilton has an additional year to go for his 8th title in 2022 or 2023 with his new contract. So, achieving his 8th title this year is not that important. If Sir Hamilton wins an 8th title this year, he could win a total of 10 titles and retire after the 2023 season. However, I think his goal is to win his 8th title within the next 2 years, and mentor George Russell to take over at Mercedes. Michael passed the torch to Hamilton in 2014. In 2023, it will be Sir Hamilton's turn to pass the torch, so to speak, to the talented and tall driver, George Russell. In the past, Hamilton has given George Russell tutelage and learnings that George has stated is really helpful and that he doesn't want to tell anyone else. However, George has hinted that Lewis told him how to manage his tires better and how to have a great relationship with his engineers. Valtteri is hungry this weekend, knowing he is going to Alfa Romeo on a 2-year deal. Bottas now has the security to go out and race hard, while being free of anxiety that he has to speak of his plans for the upcoming silly season. Now, Valtteri will be hungry to win again and prove he is better than Hamilton and Russell. Basically,
will George Russell have extra confidence during the 2021 Italian Grand Prix because he has been signed by Mercedes for 2022?
Last year George Russell crashed under the safety car when he was on the verge of scoring his first points for Williams in Italy. Obviously, this year he did a great job scoring his first points for Williams. He also scored his first podium for Williams. Even though the race began and ended in the safety car, he scored his first podium for Williams because he is Mr. Saturday. However, if Red Bull and Ferrari had not protested the DAS steering wheel system by Mercedes, and instead had Mercedes sell the system to other teams, or had the FIA made it a standardized path like the Halo, then perhaps George Russell would not have crashed under the safety car in Italy in 2020. I also think the DAS should be implemented for driver safety in F1 and we should get rid of tire blankets.
I think that Italy has been a historically strong track for Hamilton, and last year he was able to finish 7th despite facing a 10-second penalty during the race. With 5 wins at Monza in the past, Hamilton knows how to win here, and the crowd is usually receptive to him here, so it would be a great race track to see him secure his 100th win. He knows that Max is ahead of him in points, and that Monza has proven to be a challenging track for Max in the past, so this is a great opportunity for Hamilton to stack up some extra points in the championship, and regain the lead in the Drivers' Championship standings.
Yes. My prediction is that Sir Hamilton, Valtteri and Max or Perez will be on the podium. Lando Norris will challenge well and probably be in the top 8 places. Daniel Ricciardo will likely be hoping to best Landon this weekend. He can't be happy with his performances this year. However, ever since Lando has trash-talked George Russell a few weeks past, Lando has had a hard time scoring and performing as usual for him. Remember, Valtteri smashed into Lando and at first glance, it appeared as if Lando had suffered a broken left arm. So Hamilton will pick up 100th win this week, which will allow him to focus on winning an 8th straight Constructors' Championship with Mercedes. Max has never finished better than 5th here in Italy. He will want to put that to bed. I can see Max getting a podium finish this year in Italy for the first time. After all, Max does have the fastest car on the grid. Well, those are our predictions for the Italian Grand Prix. Have a great life today. Remember, gaming is for everyone. P.S. Valtteri wins the sprint race, while Sir Lewis the stylish Hamilton will grab the win and take the lead in the Drivers' Championship standings. Mercedes will continue to lead in the Constructors' Championship, yes. Well, enough of my jabbermouth. Let's get back to the action on track. Thank you Juan Carlos and Zandra for your contributions to this discussion. I guess we'll have to wait until Sunday evening to find out the results. Enjoy yourselves everyone, Lloyd here, signing off. May you all eat American donuts and tasty tea, stay sassy and act classy. Peace. Well, enough of my jabbermouth.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Hamilton, Bottas and Max Verstappen. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Welcome one and all, and we're in for a real treat at this classic circuit here today. The crowd are ready to go, the cars are ready to go, and we're just about set for lights out. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes, and with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. And a warm welcome, of course, to my co-commentator here today, someone of tremendous experience and insight. It's the man himself, Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? And apart from that, keep an eye out for anyone getting a good launch from the midfield. You see it happen from time to time, and it can really throw a spanner into the races of the quicker cars and push them into a more risky strategy.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, and Gasly, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Nikita. The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Nicholas Latifi gets my vote today.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
EA Sports.